My name is Bobby Moore. I came to Baltimore 5 years ago through the Teach for America program. I taught 4 years at Furman L. Templeton Preparatory Academy, 4th and 5th grade, and I'm also the founder and executive director of SOARbaltimore.org. Before I delve more into my work with SOARbaltimore.org, I first want to introduce you to one of my former 4th grade classrooms, and specifically a student named Angel. So every teacher in Baltimore City has a student like Angel. It didn't matter what she was learning, where she was learning, she simply wanted to learn all of the time. And although she had the support of the school community and she had the support of her parents, there were still financial constraints that were limiting her access to meaningful resources and opportunities. And quite frankly, kids in Montgomery County, Howard County, and surrounding areas of Maryland can more easily afford. And it didn't take 4 years of teaching in West Baltimore or 4 years of talking with teachers across the district to understand that Angel's situation represents thousands of other students in Baltimore City. We have 82,000 students in Baltimore, 73 of which come from low-income households, as indicated by free and reduced lunch. And so SOARbaltimore.org is an online platform that directly addresses the resource and opportunity gap for specific students in Baltimore City. With parental approval and teacher assistance, students create profiles. And on those profiles, they have a picture, they have an academic biography, they have a teacher recommendation, they can upload work samples, and with the approval of a teacher, they can also post a funding project. That could be a small-scale item like a guided reading book or a Common Core math book. It could be a large-scale item like, in this case of this student, a civil rights tour in the Deep South. Individuals who view this profile can invest in this specific student for a specific resource or opportunity. One thing to keep in mind with our platform is every profile that you see is approved by a parent and a teacher. Parents have to turn in a consent form for the student to be up on the platform, and teachers act as managers of these profiles. So when a student creates a profile or edits a profile, they receive an email notification as well as a notification in their dashboard, and they have a conversation with the student and decide whether to make certain edits and then approve the profile. We also deeply pride ourselves in the fact that we have a process in place where teachers and students compose personalized thank you notes to donors 6 to 8 weeks after the project is funded. There are other crowdfunding platforms out there, a wide array of them, but we have a couple of different ways in which we really differentiate ourselves. So the first thing is we have a process in place that guarantees that these are real teachers with real students. So only teachers with a Baltimore City Public School email address are able to sign up for an account and then leverage this platform for the benefit of their students. We also have a high priority focus on small monetary value projects. Things like guided reading books, academic software, Common Core math resources, our average project is less than $60. This platform is also designed in a way where it's not just used one time. The long-term vision for SOAR is for students to be able to use this over an extended period of time. So they'll continuously be able to update their profiles, update their biography, update new funding projects. We also deeply pride ourselves in the fact that we drive communication between parents, teachers, and students. So teachers and students have to work collaboratively together to be able to edit these profiles, create these profiles, pick different funding projects, and ultimately the parent has to approve the profile with the teacher and the student. And finally, we provide a new level of transparency for donors. People who view a student project on the SOAR platform know exactly what they're funding and who they're funding it for. We've worked in 15 schools with a wide array of different needs. One of our schools that we're working in is Henderson Hopkins. This is Katrina Foster. She's a principal there. And we were really able to form an effective partnership with them this year. She shared this platform with her teachers and school administrators. And through our partnership with them, their students were able to fund a wide array of things, such as laptops for high school next year, to graphing calculators, to science fair kits for this upcoming spring, and much more. We also have worked with over 25 teachers. One of them is Julie Oxenhandler at Afia Public Charter School. And Julie teaches 6th grade math, and so she had some students who needed some additional help with certain Common Core math standards. And so she created 5 student profiles for different Math Common Core resources. All of them were funded, and ultimately the students benefited academically from those resources. But what's really powerful is that when they received these resources, they actually formed an after-school math club, and I think that's powerful that SOAR played a part in that. And finally, we have Latre. He's a student that has been on the SOAR platform this year. He's a 8th grader at KIPP Ujima. And what really resonated with us is that he felt this platform was uniquely designed for people to get to know him as a student, and ultimately be able to connect with meaningful outside of the classroom learning opportunities. And in this case, it was a civil rights tour in the Deep South. In our first 7 months, we've registered 144 student projects. Close to 100 have been funded for about $11,000 in direct student funding. Once again, a wide array of projects, from guided reading books to Math Common Core resources to college tuition and much more. Once again, our average project is less than $60. Working with 20 teachers in 15 different schools. Over the summer, we will be working in different summer school programs, but we're also developing 25 items to make our platform more accessible for school communities, teachers, students, and parents. And we also have 2 program outreach coordinators next year who will really be the voice of SOAR in different teacher and school communities. As I leave you today, I highly encourage you to check out soarbaltimore.org. Consider supporting a student project. Consider sharing a student project on social media. If you are a business, we partner with businesses in a wide array of different ways to be able to support students in local communities. I want to thank the Social Innovation Lab and everyone who came out today to hear about SOAR Baltimore, as well as the other ventures in the cohort.